shoot. Yeah, who is you? Push up, and I do what I do. No, I do what I do. I love to do what I do. So don't play on the plate. Eat your face. Birthday, cupcake, dinner in the trunk. Yeah, who is you? Push up, and I do what I do. No, I do what I do. I love to do what I do. So don't play on the plate. Eat your face. Birthday, cupcake, dinner in the trunk. Yeah, who is you? Push up, and I do what I do. No, I do what I do. I love to do what I do. So don't play.
Alrighty. What is up, everybody? Just do a little bit of a live stream here, just over the Russia-Ukraine um situation here. I've been following it a lot lately and decided, you know what, let's do a stream on it. So, start off with, apparently there's been a lot of activity on Flight Radar. People have been checking that out a ton. So we can head on over here, Flight Radar. Oh, perfect, we're already in this area. No, I don't know why it's not loading. Default. Is this taking a minute to reload here? There's a flight around here, I know. People are tracking. Let's go back and then do it again. No. There we go. Alright. So obviously, not much military, like super secretive tips is gonna be in Ukraine right now. Not gonna show any of the jets, but as we go over to, I believe, is it this aircraft? No. Did it go away by chance? Chinese Airlines. For some reason, some of these aircraft are actually not showing. This one over here, for some reason, it's starting not to show, which is very odd. It looks like to be the one that's tracked a lot of lately. It shows to be some sort of drone. British Airways. Yeah, I don't know what happened to everything. Well, maybe we'll have to keep an eye on that. Because for some sort of reason, nothing is tracking really well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Head on over to the handy dandy Twitter. Take a look what's going on here. 43 minutes ago, abandoned Russian BTR vehicle has been found. Yeah, that's the thing. Been a lot of abandoned vehicles from Russia and whatnot. And just because they don't have the resources right now, and food, and especially gas and everything, and diesel and whatever, they don't have that. They can't get it into Ukraine, so these forces are just being basically dumped off, and they're just throwing these guys into like the heart of Ukraine, and then they're just losing it all. Which, hey, keep doing it. I've heard civilians have been taking these, and they've been using them in the military and stuff, which is good. Whatnot. There's a lot of abandoned things, and Ukraine's lately been doing actually a pretty darn good job taking these. See, the thing is with these, I've heard they're pretty outdated. Not 100% how accurate, but they look pretty outdated. These tanks and all that whatnot, and these men, even these Russian military men, just they don't know why they're there. And it's sad because most of them are pretty innocent people, but they're just being forced to go there.
Российская пап-машинка.
A Russian T was abandoned with fuel and in fully working condition.
72-ка. Та же самая херня. Шмотки, бирки, наклейки.
Yeah, they're abandoning a lot of vehicles, as we can tell. Moving down the line here is more destroyed vehicles, just from firefights.
February, Kharkiv, Shevchenko Street, 1248 vehicle. And that is what
that's
like
destroyed.
It looks inside. This will happen.
I don't know, this could be from Molotovs, but I know the Russian forces, and people have been making Molotovs for the Russian forces, and there's actually a video. I'd have to go look for it later on sometime. But it's just, they've been chucking Molotovs, and these vehicles have been getting destroyed from Molotovs because they just ambush them with Molotovs, which is honestly a very smart idea, but
Просим вас сохранять спокойствие, спуститься по лестничной клетке на первый этаж и выйти на улицу.
Video reportedly from Bucha, I believe, maybe a town, showing a Ukrainian soldier targeting a Russian BMP-28. Yeah, a lot of this Rob Lee guy has been doing a good job. I'll retweet that. Same thing. Oh yeah, I saw this. This was a while ago, about 9 hours ago. Yeah, just thousands of vehicles, and they're just dumped off. I mean, hey, take them. Yeah, see, more tanks. Stuff's everywhere, man. Electronic warfare system getting hit by a Molotov cocktail. Wow. Civilians are attacking him too. Good job. See, I'm telling you, dude. They take that boom and it spreads everywhere. That's definitely destroyed the vehicle. Very, very smart. Actually, I'm not being sarcastic either. Good job. Confirmed the island state of Tasmania, so I can really see, in Australia has fallen largely offline. The internet, phone lines, and TV services down after an incident affecting fiber cables and mainland real-time network data. show connectivity at 30% of ordinary levels. So this is just over Australia. Net blocks, I don't know, that could be to do with Russia. There's all kinds of stuff, especially in a war. There's a lot of fingers to be pointed. But we'll just keep up with that, I guess. See, the big thing with Russia or Ukraine now is that they were taking down their net blocks or whatever, and all kinds of stuff, and they were taking down offline stuff. But now Elon Musk put Starlink, so it's like impossible to take it down, which is awesome to him. Nothing really crazy going on right now. I think this morning or the other morning, there's something you do not see every day. It's a very weird flight pattern. Jeez. Yeah, here's some more. Hundov was captured by Russian forces. Ukrainian forces lost 2 times. And this is, I think, their lost equipment, I believe, maybe. This is just some old stuff. I'm going to go over it real quick. Russia's top diplomat warns that there will be consequences for nations supplying weapons to the Ukraine, says Fox, about 8 hours ago. Also 8 hours ago, Russia's foreign ministry says that those supplying lethal weapons, obviously, Ukraine's responsibility, do same thing, kind of. Here, they think they believe to do another drone strike on a Ukraine army. Ukraine army's been utilizing these drone strikes lately, which has been good. Another video from Russian, MLR systems tonight, or the other night, 21 hours ago, the other night, firing into Russia. That's when they restarted, because for the last 2 days, last few nights have been very calm, and now they're starting to pick up again. Like this morning for me, I woke up to see this.
Наоборот. Ты хочешь запах солярки услышать? Ой, бля.
Look at that.
Ё-моё! Американцев, российский.
Looks like Russian forces ran into resistance, taking Tokmak. More scenes of urban warfare, many. Sad to see like that stuff go. A while back, air raid sirens in these certain places as well. I didn't hear much, if anybody knows anything about the how Russians stock and everything's been. I know it's obviously down of their stock market. Yeah, it's obviously gonna have a really bad day. Gorgeous night in Kyiv the other day. Great sunrise. Very gorgeous view. We can go to that view later if it's still up. Obviously, I tweeted the other night, obviously some old news, but Ukraine agrees to hold talks with Russia at the Belarusian border with Belarus, probably, because Belarus has, obviously, if he has not declared war as well, being a tie with Russia. Russian soldiers reportedly in Bryansk. That's what I'm going to say, I don't know. Tiger MR and BTR and Earl trucks. Obviously, that's, it's just all old information I'm going to be going through. What else? Breaking Russian media reports Moscow working on a plan to evacuate Russian nationalists from Europe amid country closing their airspace. This is a missile the other couple of nights ago, February 27th of the night, 2:40 a.m. Sadly, a missile did hit some building in Chernivtsi. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm butchering these names. I'm not Russian, obviously. Rumors as I stretch NATO, we approved a polished plan to transfer most, if not all, MiG-29s to Ukraine, with the U.S. promising to backfill with additional F-16s. Poland currently has 23 operational F-16s. Ukrainian pilots report in Poland. Yes, that is actually very true. I did see that. They might be staging also in Poland or Warsaw or something like that. For going on war missions and whatnot. I did see that as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll keep an eye on that. I didn't know F-16s were involved. I just read that better there. So let's go back up and see if we get anything new. Right now, I haven't heard much as of late. It's kind of hard just because Twitter on my phone does not work, sadly. Artillery duel underway, and jeez, these names, man. If you guys know, that's what it says right there. Entire sky is lit up by rocket fire right now. So I go through all these different things as well to help give me information. I'm afraid to think that we have been sitting in the hallway with the dog for an hour listening to shelling. Oh yeah, there was also a little bit ago, which my flight radar is not working, but Boeing, American U.S. Air Force, Boeing RC-135V Rivet Joint, Homer 21, that's all I know. It's a manned surveillance thing, was on the border of Ukraine, probably doing obviously surveillance. I think the U.S. also did have a bunch of drones on it, actually over Ukraine a while back. We're going to go looking, after this guy. Make sure you guys go give him a sub. Very good guy over here at Nemco Network. All kinds of guys that do great jobs. We'll be going on those live cams in a bit. We're going to Marcus. Have a lot of different. Usually goes to bed. I've been trying to like keep up to date with everything, just with school. Like Twitter's been a really good source for everything, but it's obviously very hard with everything. Based on the craters, it looks like these two impacts were from ballistic missiles, presumably Islanders M9M723 missiles. The poor accuracy of the Russian precision-guided sorry, it's kind of hard to see. I'm kind of far from my computer. Munitions seems to be one reason why the Ukrainian Air Force wasn't immediately destroyed. The runway looks okay. Yeah, I know they've been attacking runways and stuff like that. Alright. Let's jump over to a live cam of Kyiv, see what we can see. Obviously, in Kyiv right now, it's the middle of the night. Fox News has a live cam in Kyiv. So, like, I think the hall, I'm not 100%. If you guys do know what this is, please let me know. Pretty cool view, though, especially when the sun rises. It's super dark out. You don't see any city lights, which is very weird. We'll just relax and watch this for a bit as stuff comes in. It seems like around these hours lately have been very calm and whatnot, but they should ramp up in the morning. So around my times and everyone else's time, if you're in America and whatnot, so around midnight is when usually they obviously have sunrise, and once their sunrise comes up a lot lately. Old news as well. Before Russia had a very long 3-mile plus fleet of military vehicles and whatnot ready to go into Kyiv. Right now, everyone's saying, reports say, any time now, you can see everyone's getting ready for it. I'm getting ready for a massive, massive, massive battle in Kyiv coming up very soon. I mean, Ukrainians have been, like, Kyiv is currently surrounded by people and by Russians on top of Ukrainians are bunkering down in Kyiv. They are like blocking everything. They're taking as much things right now as civilian. Like every civilian has a gun. I'm talking. It's kitted out right now. Because obviously the last assault on Kyiv was a miserable failure to the Russian army, which is good. Ended up losing a lot of men. Russia and Ukraine not losing many to at all men. It's very good. Very big fail in Russia. So far, Russia has been looking very has not been looking good in this war, tactics-wise and just everything. And I think they're trying to get now like as many forces as they can in. Which the issue with that is that there's no room to put them. As well as some tactics I saw across the other like side of Ukraine, like the western side, like near Poland more. 35 men, like supposed to force more and more, went to go take a city over in Ukraine and just got dropped off by helicopter and just stuff like that. Just not good ideas by the Russian forces. Just because no matter what, those men are going to probably get wiped out within a day. And they have no resources, as well as, I don't know if they're still there, but Kyiv forces managed to, there's a few, very small platoons, very small, that were in, close to Kyiv, that were very close to Kyiv and almost inside Kyiv, but they were cut off from the other, like, the main source, so I don't think they lasted very long there. So Kyiv is currently surrounded by them, and about 40 miles out are military people. I don't know if they're still around here, but nothing yet in Kyiv. Also, a bunch of men, some group of foreigner men I heard, are on a mission to try to assassinate Zelensky, but hopefully that does not happen. I don't think it will. It's going to get very hard to get pushed past them. Also, many military contractors and about 40 plus Americans and many more are coming right now. I'm following a story of a man trying to get here to the Ukraine, but many, as Ukraine puts a thing out and basically says, we'll give you a gun and armor and stuff like that if you would like to come fight. So many people are coming to fight. There's from any other country that would like to volunteer to come help fight for Ukraine, fight the Russian forces, and which shows that there's a lot of more retired, or recently retired Tier 1 special operator units that are actually in Ukraine right now, which those guys will mess up your day, like Delta Force type things, where you have to blur your face and everything. Tier 1 units are the top of the top, some of the top of the tops. And military contractors, obviously, are just contractors that go into war, and they will do their thing. So, let's go ahead and keep this obviously up. Okay, there. Alright, looks like some people are hopping off their live streams for now. Nothing right now. Probably not a great time to necessarily go on. Oh, Russian troops are probably in Bryansk with Tiger M vehicles, possibly from here. Here's a story.
Блин, там что, обычно?
Russian forces have been doing a lot of patrols, I think in Bryansk or whatever, I think, which they control, I believe. I may be wrong there, not 100%.
Блин, там что, обычный чувак пошел?
Obviously, a lot of them are saying that, oh, we're not trying to kill civilians, but sadly, that is the thing here, that they are killing civilians. 16 hours ago, this is about 33 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, around, yeah, 33 minutes ago. Behold, the terrible Islander ballistic missile attack actually ends show, it seems. Yeah, apparently Russia did not do a good job on firing these missiles. Just another. There's been a ton of U.S. Air Force jets in Romania, I think, or whatever. It's like Poland and whatnot, and just circling the border, literally just sitting on the border.
ده يفرغون بالغاز باعلهم نيت قدي تروبي.
Yep, any convoys being destroyed, especially with these new drone attacks the U.S. has been using. Or not the U.S., the Ukrainians have been using 13 seconds ago. Breaking. More than 70 Ukrainian soldiers were killed after Russian artillery hit a military base in, or I can't say these names. They say between Kharkiv and Kiev, and the head of the region wrote on the Telegram. Retweet. Sad. Very sad. Yeah, these guys haven't posted for 10 hours or more. Again, I'm kind of late. There was a lot of fighting earlier on and whatnot when I was at school and whatnot. Stuff. So, honestly, it's more of like a quick video I should have just made on an update. But, there's been nothing insane, these last few days. The other day, literally this morning when I woke up, I saw a lot of tweets and stuff like that. Just like some major battles hitting and some actual like major somewhat battles, but they ended up ending and calming down. Looks like the missile strikes have continued. Obviously, it's going to continue for a very long time. Otherwise than that, though, nothing special. These last other 2 nights, previous 2 nights, have honestly just been probably planning nights for Russia and obviously planning nights for Ukraine before they were in peace talks again. And also Kyiv was under attack, but they obviously failed miserably. So, yeah. This may end it for me. A lot of people are getting off already and whatnot. Sadly, this live look at Kyiv thing is very, very low quality. Oh, looks like it snowed there. We could leave this on for a bit as well. Just a quick update though. Nothing serious is happening. But, yeah. Like I said, the last 2 nights, pretty peaceful. I believe Joe Biden, did announce that he and the NATO forces or whatever did have a call, actually, in 55 minutes-ish? 11:55 Eastern, I thought I saw. Maybe I'm incorrect, but I did see something about that. So, but I think that may conclude it for me. There's not been really much going on this last like 3 days. I mean, there has been, but nothing major. I think it'll stay this way until, honestly, I think the next big battle we're gonna hear of is that Kyiv battle. I'm waiting. Could be today, could be tomorrow. It sounds like it's very uncertain right now, but since Ukrainian forces are pretty strong in Kyiv right now, and Russian forces are going to be pretty hard hitting as well. Just waiting. I never hear anything about. If you guys would like to tweet at me at Sergeant Train TV. If you guys hear anything, send me a message or whatever. If you guys heard anything about the Belarus forces paratrooping and didn't hear anything else about those. And if we're gonna keep a track and see how this Ukrainian Air Force does with these new MiGs, I believe MiGs and F-16s if they do get them. The U.S. Obviously we did give them, I think, 100+ million or whatever in javelins. I think we gave them a lot of javelins, a lot of anti-tank ammo and ammunition. We'll keep supplying them that, which is good. The Ukrainian forces. And actually, a few days ago, $1 million in Bitcoin was raised for Ukraine. And $1 million might not sound much, but it's always money, and especially in Bitcoin. Whatnot. The crypto world is going crazy. Gas and oil prices probably begin to rise even just a little more because of this crisis and everything. Cyber wars have been breaking out a lot lately. That's something you do not hear as much anymore as the cyber war part. As you guys hear, probably the group Anonymous has declared cyber war on Russia, and they have been taking down many sites, hacking into many emails, 200 gigabytes of emails they downloaded, and many more, which is very insane. And also hacked into news sources to tell the Russian people what is actually happening, which most people had an idea of, obviously, what happened, but not all. So, we'll see what happens there, and hopefully everyone is safe, obviously, in Ukraine. We'll keep continuing to watch these developing stories. I think the next, like I said, thing is we're going to see what happens in Kyiv. Russia is really wanting to take Kyiv. Obviously, President Zelensky's there, and many other high people. We'll see what the Ghost of Kyiv and Ukrainian Reaper does. And also a developing story I heard as well. I don't know if it's true or not necessarily, but people have been saying it seems to look like those 13 men on Snake Island are actually alive that said, "Go F you, Russia." So we will see what's happening there. I can keep this on for a little bit. This Kyiv cam, it's not high quality, but it is what it is for now. But we'll keep an eye on all these developing stories. Obviously, I'm not going to be home tomorrow till later, probably 6ish. I'll be on, and I'll cover some. If you guys want to follow my Twitch channel as well, Sergeant Train. On Twitch, if you guys go into my channel, make sure you guys hit this like and subscribe. If you guys hit my channel, go to About, you guys can see, and also I think I put it in the description maybe. If not, then you guys can just go link in my About section. And yeah, that's about it for now. Nothing more. Just waiting to kind of see what develops more. Obviously, it's about 6ish in the morning in Kyiv, Ukraine right now, whatnot. So, if that's it, which it seems like it will be, I appreciate all the support and whatnot. And we'll be continuing this story as it moves on. I've been watching it these last few nights as well. Just haven't really put it on YouTube or anything, which I decided to tonight, and just kind of go over a lot of information. And even if it's outdated kind of information, which aka like means like 9 to 10 hours ago, which isn't really anything, but we'll keep you up to date. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and stay safe, everyone. Pray for Ukraine.